Daddy. So instead of the student doctor to do blood transfusion, the student doctor did blood extraction. I removed 3 pints of my son's blood.
Apostle Dr. Yukari Anobi is a Nollywood veteran who made my childhood worthwhile by her sublime acting skills. And seeing her shed hot, bitter tears, not in a movie scene, but in a real-life situation, is heartbreaking. It breaks my heart deeply. Now, I did some research, and I discovered that it is not inappropriate for a student doctor to be asked to carry out blood transfusion, especially one who has undergone rigorous training in that exercise. It is not inappropriate. But it is very important that the student doctor does it under close supervision by an established medical doctor. So from what she said, that the student doctor executed blood extraction instead of blood transfusion makes me have misgivings about that doctor being supervised. Sincerely speaking. Ah, God. It is well. May God rest the soul of our son. You see, the main problem here is, I don't know if you've noticed, but most of the hospitals in Nigeria now, especially the government hospitals, have lost about 65 or even 70%. A minimum of 70% of their sound doctors. Most of them are jackbad. And of course, we know why. So, student doctors have been used and are still being used mainly to fill in those gaps. Just last week, one of my friends, told me that he had been sick for a while, and then he had gone to a certain teaching hospital for checkup. He would meet a particular doctor. A doctor would write some prescription. He would buy the medications, take them for about a week or two, and he will become sick again. So it happened like that a number of times. And then on a particular day, he went to see the doctor, and while the doctor was writing the usual prescription, he told the doctor decisively, "I'm tired of this. Don't you think it's time I met a consultant? I mean, this ailment has been recurring." And the doctor said, "Hey, you have a point, so okay, that's true. We'll refer you to a consultant." He said later he investigated and discovered that was a student doctor. You see, these student doctors are not experienced. They lack the required experience. They lack the technical know-how, or should I call it medical know-how, especially to handle critical cases. But you see, now that most of the doctors have jackbad because they are poorly remunerated in this country. Imagine, foreign climes value Nigerian doctors more than the country they are from. Isn't that a shame? In 2021, in August, Saudi Arabia Ministry of Health organized a recruitment exercise for doctors. And reports have it that hundreds of doctors, consultants, specialists participated in that interview. And of course, you don't need a prophet to tell you that all who participated had the intention of leaving the country. Serious brain drain happening. Serious brain drain. And despite the fact that these doctors are poorly remunerated in this country, they are even still being owed their salaries frequently. Jesus. Did you know that in the United States of America, an average medical doctor earns more than an average politician? Are you aware? You can fact check what I've said. In Canada, in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, doctors protested. They staged a protest. What was the reason? According to them, they were being paid too much. And their government, they said they would like their government to channel the money to, other parts of the health sector, like nurses, patients, and other things. They said they were being paid too much. But my country, Jesus. An average doctor's salary is Gary money, as compared to the millions that an average politician rakes in. This is pretty sad. It's worse than disheartening. It is well. May God help us in this country. I ran into a 500 level medical student recently, and when he told me how, in fact, he said he couldn't remember the last time he had more than 4 hours sleep in a day. More than 4 hours sleep. Studying medicine is extremely rigorous and sacrificial. So you expect, he told me that he had no intentions of practicing here. And I wouldn't blame him. Hey, I mean, if you were the one, would you practice here? It is well. I hope things are put into place in due time, and our doctors become valued, are paid what is commensurate with their abilities. May God help us. So, Apostle Dr. Ikere Anobi, may the Holy Spirit comfort you, ma'am, and may the Lord continually grant you the fortitude to bear the loss. It is well, ma'am.